Good morning to everyone, and a very warm welcome to this, a very special service here in First Church as we celebrate spring. We have a selection of pieces of music and of readings and prayers and Bible readings this morning, all connected to spring, and I hope that as you sit in your own homes, still affected by the lockdown, that you're still able to enjoy us and join in with us here in First Church. A prayer for spring. Blessed are you, spring, bright season of life awakening. You gladden our hearts with opening buds and returning leaves as you put on your robes of splendor. Blessed are you, spring. In you is a life no death can destroy. As you exchange places with winter, you harbor no unforgiving spirit for broken tree limbs and frozen buds. Blessed are you, spring. You open the buds of our despair as you journey with us to the flowering places. Blessed are you, spring. You invite us to sing songs to the frozen regions within and to bless the lessons of winter as we become your partner in a new dance. Blessed are you, spring. Like Jesus standing before the tomb of Lazarus, you call to us, remove winter's stone, come out. There is life here that you have not yet tasted. Blessed are you, spring, free gift of the earth. Without cost we gaze upon your glory. You are a gospel of good news for the poor and rich alike. Blessed are you, spring. Your renewing rain showers and cathartic storms nurture the potential that sleeps in earth's heart and in our own earthen hearts. Blessed are you, spring, season of resurrection, sacrament of promise. Like Jesus, you rise up out of the darkness, leaving around you a wake of new life. Blessed are you, spring, season of hope and renewal, wordless poem about all within us that can never die. Each year you amaze us with the miracle of returning life. Blessed are you, O God of all creation, who gives us the season of spring. Amen.
Crowd into a shade, trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade. Hill shall find the glade, trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade. Trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade. What are you troubled? The blushing flood shall rise, and all things flourish, and all things flourish. Where you turn your eyes, where you turn your eyes, where you turn your eyes. Where you walk, all kings shall find the glade, trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade. Trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade. Kill shall find the glade, trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade. Trees where you sit shall crowd into a shade.
Good morning. And our reading this morning is from Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verses 8 to 14. They say that when spring comes, a young person's fancy turns to love. The voice of my beloved. Look, he comes leaping upon the mountains, bounding over the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Look, there he stands behind our wall, gazing in at the windows, looking through the lattice. My beloved speaks and says to me, Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. For now the winter is past, the rain is over and gone, the flowers appear in the earth, the time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth its figs, and the vines are in blossom, they give forth fragrance. Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away. O my dove, in the clefts of the rock, in the covert of the cliff, let me see your face, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your face is lovely. Amen.
The Trees by Philip Larkin. The trees are coming into leaf, like something almost being said. The recent buds relax and spread. Their greenness is a kind of grief. Is it that they are born again and we grow old? No, they die too. Their yearly trick of looking new is written down in rings of grain. Yet still the unresting castles thresh in full-grown thickness every May. Last year is dead, they seem to say. Begin afresh, afresh, afresh.
Spring by Christina Rossetti. Frost-locked all the winter, seeds and roots and stones of fruits, what shall make their sap ascend, that they may put forth shoots? Tips of tender green, leaf or blade or sheath, telling of the hidden life that breaks forth underneath, life nursed in its grave by death. Blows the thaw wind pleasantly, drips the soaking rain, by fits looks down the waking sun. Young grass springs on the plain, young leaves clothe early hedgerow trees, seeds and roots and stones of fruits, swollen with sap, put forth their shoots. Curled-headed ferns sprout in the lane, birds sing and pair again. There is no time like spring, when life's alive in everything. Before new nestlings sing, before cleft swallows speed their journey back along the trackless track. God guides their wing. He spreads their table that they nothing lack. Before the daisy grows a common flower, before the sun has power to scorch the world up in his noontide hour. There is no time like spring that passes by. There is no life like spring life, born to die. Piercing the sod, clothing the uncouth clod, hatched in the nest, fledged on the windy bough, strong on the wing. There is no time like spring that passes by, now newly born, and now hastening to die.
All things white and
May we be courageous to take up our given work with joy and enter boldly into God's great work of restoration. Many blessings, my friends, and may every grace be yours.